find my way through the darkness, through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way.
She told me I should wake up sometime and watch the sunrise. I said it can't be much more than when the sun sets. She said, when it rises it's like a baby being born. I said, but when it sets, it's still a beautiful death. Random, we gotta learn to forgive our parents. Cause trust one day we gonna need our kids to forgive us. Respect for all, but I be lying saying I don't see color. Even these beats talk to me in hues. This here's a midnight blue. Might see the world different than I do, but that's okay, cause you ain't gotta walk in my shoes. Health is wealth, love is currency. Until you have it, you'll truly never know luxury. People spend life feeding their insecurities. I was no different. I spent my rhymes reinforcing that I was that nigga. Wonder did my subconscious believe me or did I fake the feeling? But either way, now I'm in my middle ages.
I'm trying to find my way through the darkness, through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way through the darkness, through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way.
Attention seekers get annoyed when they get ignored. Creatives get productive before they get bored. Some guys define their whole life by the pack. I can't do that. My story won't be reduced to what I did in the trap. Nah, I read more books than Cat Williams while y'all was chillin'. Simultaneously catching vibes and you be illin'. Ever handed some young people wisdom? I know the feeling of being a hero, cause I gave wise words to villains. All willing, know nothing, just learning, just living. Trying not to take much, just giving. Being of service even to those we consider worthless. Hoping my words can give the powerless purpose. I wind up being my own therapist. From needing to quench my soul's thirst with nourishment. Encouragement came in a form abnormal. Now I'm able to stay calm while the storm passes on.
I'm trying to find my way through the darkness, through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way.
Yeah. The Spookz.
Through the darkness.
Lord Jamar.
Through the darkness.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I'm
find
walking with my arms
way.
outstretched. Fingertips searching for information. Some sort of indication that I'm moving in the right direction. Upon inspection you can see my scars, but for now I stumble through the dark. I stay humble and I do my part. Blocks in my path, I just laugh, never take it to the heart. Looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't want me to do right, try to send me a bundle so I can hit a wall and that'll be all. If the blind leads the blind, then we all gonna fall. Right off the edge, we won't know the ledge. Follow that path, all we'll know is death. So I heighten all my other senses to compensate for the senseless and operate with a vengeance against those keeping us in the pitch black. I'm still gonna get back.
I'm trying to find my way.
Fucking right.
Through the darkness.
Yeah.
Through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way. Through the darkness. Through the darkness. I'm trying to find my way.
Time and time again, as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge, these are those words. Time and time again, as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge, these are those words.
I catch that.
Time and time again, as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge, these are those words.
I used to write rhymes with so much arrogance. I just wanted to be better than niggas. That's embedded in niggas, encoded in your DNA, embroidered like a letterman, nigga. I'm just trying to undo so much damage, my nigga. Every rhyme is like a horoscope. That just mean they come from the stars' alignment. I'm not really as bright as this. I'm a regular nigga for real. Don't let your eyes deceive you. Don't let your ears tell you something like it's God that's speaking. I'm just a man trying to find my way, sharing my thoughts. If these words help, then he seen fit for our paths to cross. Listen, these are those words. This is that tape that gives y'all that feeling. Give us this day.
Time and time again, as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerged. These are those words. Time and time again as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge. These are those words.
I write each rap like my last rhyme was whack, and I gotta redeem myself or get whacked. Or like I just passed out and seen all black, and I gotta kick something hard for God to bring me back. Here like I never left, I breathe clever breath. High stakes poker face, I seem never stressed, but it plagues all of us at one time or another. Python on my feet, but I won't snake my brother. And I am a mongoose in the face of a rattler, so I can smell the telltale signs of a tattler. I can sell a self-help guide to these rappers about standing on integrity and the determining factors. You ain't gotta be an activist or throw up a black fist. Just don't be a slave to those who own your masters, cause media manipulation, propaganda's at play. This might save your life tomorrow, hope you heard it today.
Time and time again as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge. These are those words. Time and time again as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge. These are those words. Time and time again as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge. These are those words. Time and time again as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts submerge. These are those words.
I see the light. Even when our souls get tired, we gotta fight. Even when the odds are stacked, we gotta think and never lose focus. A lot happens in a blink. Gotta adjust your eyes and see from all sides. Process it real fast. We don't got a lot of time. Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Man, pull a front of your Pooh Shiesty down like Gregory Porter and smile. It's like you ain't been happy in a while. Come on now, it ain't no ops or cops around. I can tell you the synopsis now. Let's just chill and have a good bill. If I could get you out the hood, you be in the hood still. Cause see, the brain is the container of the mind. It seems like yours is full of anger all the time. Couple that with you having a bang all the time, you putting yourself in danger of doing time. And see, time is artificial, that's how they get you. It's about having somewhere to sit you, so you can't stand. And now your word ain't worth a damn. You in a 6x8, how can you expand your wings and things? They love to put chains on us kings. I used to tell my nephew the same thing all the time. He didn't listen, now he call all the time, so I could give him jewels on a monitored line. It's crazy all the things that you cherish when the pain gets hard and you can't bear it. Even when I close my eyes, I see the light. Even when our souls get tired, we gotta fight. Even when the odds are stacked, we gotta think and never lose focus. A lot happens in a blink. Gotta adjust your eyes and see from all sides. Process it real fast. We don't got a lot of time. Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen.
Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Even when I close my eyes, I see the light. Even when our souls get tired, we gotta fight. Even when the odds are stacked, we gotta think and never lose focus. A lot happens in a blink. Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Gotta adjust your eyes and look at those close to you. See what they see. It's like a mirror they hold for you. When I pen mine, I don't be thinking about the cadence. I got too much to say, they be worried how I say it. Dre say he ain't got nothing to say at 48. Please adjust your eyes, bring them down from outer space. We need our critical thinkers down here painting. Hope said the same thing, I'm like, what these niggas drinking? Please adjust your eyes, you in tune with your Christ. We need you in tune with what's going on outside. The world's at war, see the face paint and see the similarities between all the soldiers and the clowns. They fucking up the culture that made you great. Now the only thing that it produces is major hate. Death in a major way, it's done lost all its yin to the yang. There's no balance. Adjust your eyes.
Even when I close my eyes, I see the light. Even when our souls get tired, we gotta fight. Even when the odds are stacked, we gotta think and never lose focus. A lot happens in a blink. Gotta adjust your eyes and see from all sides. Process it real fast. We don't got a lot of time. Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
Gotta adjust your eyes.
Listen and observe.
Even when I close my eyes, I see the light. Even when our souls get tired, we gotta fight. Even when the odds is stacked, we gotta think and never lose focus. A lot happens in a blink. Gotta adjust your eyes.
Look, listen and observe.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe.
View Palestine as the birth of a nation in real time. This had to be what the natives felt like. The world couldn't watch it then, but the stories travel far. Nowadays, it's front row seats to the Gaza cause. Think 13 colonies would have been here before. We seen you come to a land inhabited. Change the name and call yourself establishing when really you savaging, pillaging, raping villages, travel the world villainous, stealing identities. Look all the white folks who call themselves Indians. I told you we done seen this before. They dug it in this bitch. Colonialism and colonization is his cousins in this bitch.
There's a war going on outside. No man
My
is safe.
Haitian brother Jack spoke to me from the grave. Told me, Bass, you know my people refuse to be slaves. Told me back in the days, the souls ain't just a game. They babies a revolution just trying to get paid on American soil. Till the new revolution comes to a boil when we make all of they foul plans foil. I talk to the future, felt like history lessons. Cause right before my eyes, I see it all manifesting. They extracting all the iridium, putting lithium packs in their backs, but trying to get rid of them. That won't get you invited to the cookout, but that will get you barbecued and he'll let all the crooks out. Coming to burn your croissants like the return to Tucson. Cause on this land that we fought, they trying to build resorts. And the French had the nerve to take my people to court for back payments. How we pay a defeated slave owners reparations for lost wages is outrageous. So against the machine we raging. It's been all hell since they assassinated Jovenel. How it pans out only time will tell. Just know that there'll be no adherence to foreign interference. And we gon' bring the noise to they hearers. Sock passe, Nabule, rest in peace, Jack DeLeese.
There's a war going on outside. There's a war going on outside. There's a war going on outside. There's a war going on outside.
They say data is the new dope game, cause the gram hit the brain like a gram of cocaine. We digital dope fiends, binging the screens and syringes. People do anything for attention. Smart tech, the stupid is trending. We obsessed with frivolous spending. Ice slave chains with the goofiest emblems. Slow down was the jam, brand Nubian wisdom. Now the kufis replaced with man purses. The game is out of service. That's why when the real ones speak, they get nervous. The purpose of life is to build and be of service. But when clowns rule, the kingdom is a circus. Power is the goal, the bag is not a Birkin. The works of a man is how you see God in person. Nobody escapes, we all carry the burden. The real Call of Duty, not the VR version.
It's not about hate white folks. It's about loving freedom enough to die or kill for it if necessary. Now you're gonna need more than hate to sustain you when this thing begins. Now if you feel that way, you're no good to us and you're no good to yourself. You ever kill a man, Willie? No. I have in Korea. And when you spill a man's guts in the gutter, you see how fast hate disappears, unless you like killing, and I don't think you will. Now some of the cobras will. Stud will. Why Stud? Because he's a killer. He doesn't know it yet, but he is.
Gun control means using both hands in my land.
Welcome to America,
the U.S. nation,
home of the teenage shooters. Welcome to America,
the U.S. nation.
They poison us with the food here. Welcome to America,
the U.S. nation.
It's only you protecting you here. Welcome to America,
the U.S.
but at least You was born with inalienable rights to survive. They try to take that right from you when convicted of crimes. That's with any felony, it don't matter the size. Couple dimes of weed on him, now he can't get a pistol. Go ahead, squeeze on him. And if you keep it with him, now he's illegal. So police got an excuse when they execute. Rather be judged by 12 or carried by 6. Keep revolvers on the ankle, carry extra clips. It's getting real in the battlefield. I stay away from protests, that ain't my algorithm. We buying up everything, then built up a cachet. Green beams everywhere, get you cleaned up like Cascade. This bout self-preservation and protection of the women and children of our nation. They say they only fear more than a black man with a gun is a black man with a book. And I got plenty of both, so what it do?
The U.S. nation.
Home of the teenage shooters, welcome to America.
The U.S. nation.
They poison us with the food here, welcome to America.
The U.S. nation.
It's only you protecting you here, welcome to America.
The U.S.
But at least you know the guns included.
I was born on the same day as Horace Smith and bred to stand on business like Paris Smith. My lady and I both got it on us, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. If shit get too twisted, might have to twist your shit. As the days get darker, the doom gets near. Humans will turn savage if the food gets scarce. Let's hope it never happens. But you must be prepared to pull your strap and do way more than just bust the air. Lord Jamar make me wanna spend more time at the range, so my shot can be as sharp as my mind with the aim. I mean crystal with the pistol, surgical with the shotty. Super shorty, can't even tell I got it on my body. Ain't trying to hurt no innocent people, just hold my fam down. No wasting, I'll treat each shot like it's my last round. In these times of uncertainty, try not to get killed in the red, white, or blue steel. Nigga, welcome to America.
The U.S. nation.
Home of the teenage shooters, welcome to America.
The U.S. nation.
They poison us with the food here, welcome to America.
U.S. nation.
It's only you protecting you here, welcome to America.
The U.S.
But at least you know the guns included.
I want with my gun, I love it like my first son.
Ready, let's go.
Ambassador, one of the great grandmasters of this. Rappers get pissed when I'm flowing like a catheter. Big growing skin glowing like I'm fresh back from Africa. Except I wasn't shipped here by colonial capturers. While dollar sign activists practice being croons out with crypto righteous teachers. Building on a Zoom, birth certificate say Brooklyn, but I'm from my mama womb in the hood. Screaming anti-violence and made the violence bloom. Pop's not a fool, but I dropped out of school and still got more necessary knowledge than some college dudes. But did go back for a couple of semesters, but stopped again when I learned how to be an investor. Day trader trying to outsmart the slave traders. Old Faye fainted when he found out what the play paid us. Passing Jews like hot potato, then told on Kane, smooth operator. Much blessings, holla later.
Who told niggas they was carrying a torch when we come through at Olympic levels and scorch? Verbal gymnastics. I didn't play sports after my cousin did the De La Soul and some machine recording. Hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. I'm not the type of brother that just sleep around. Cause Nas said that's the cousin of death, so I beat it down and I'm leaving out. Might let her stay tonight if it's a threesome, but that's still gonna be an up all night freak show. My city's waterfront property, so we know you don't bring sand to the beach, but you bring it home. Told myself no more ego, don't waste your words. Turn right back around and did it in this verse. Please forgive me, y'all, I'm just a mere mortal. Plus all these words come through the portal.
You remind me of someone.
Oh, really?
Who? A queen.
Look, baby, all you got to do is give me my bread. You don't have to talk no trash.
No, really.
What kind of queen?
A queen from Dahomey.
Dahomey? What the hell is Dahomey?
Dahomey was a great nation in Africa.
Africa?
No, really. I've got a book with a picture of you. Look just like her. I'll give you the book.
Sure.
No. You two could be twins, except that she wore her hair different. You know.
How?
It's kind of like natural, you know, the way it grew. You look good like that.
Look, honey, if you a hairdresser, maybe I can get you a boy.
No. You do.
Good. Then why don't you just be a trick and stop talking all that shit about queens and kinky hair?
Okay. Listen, can I get you another drink?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type to keep my sneakers fresh, melt your speaker mesh. Talk to the young guards and help them be their best. Teach dubs how to fly, help them flee their nest. Hopefully, the next move they make be they flex like self-care on they B-Day. Matching PJ sets with their girls, mani-pedis and massages relieve they stress. We'll end up cutting like Jazzy Jeff DJ sets. And 1-2 mic checks with no delay bet. Let's keep it hip-hop and keep our lips locked in secrecy. Drink from the fountain, the youth and diet like some deities. The G and me hate whack vibes vehemently. I paint the vision with precision, come see it with me. My specs are spectacular, plus I got the vernacular to convert you from frontin' to straight, wanting to back it up. Acting up like an actress on the elevator. She got the part, and now we going to celebrate her.
Cool like the other side of the pillow, but still pack all of the heat. Inhale my mood as the rain hits the window, while I maneuver these streets, yeah. Got all of life's desires, family, health, and respect. I'm fresh, much gained as much required. Enough pain fuel my happiness, yes.
Fresh like the water from Medulla. Swag like I just left the jeweler, but cooler. Sister like to call me when she learned some new sorters. Say ever since she took Shahada, I've been distant to her. Say baby, I'm a woman connoisseur, and that's the safest way for me to protect your aura. I'm known for laying hands on the box like the Kaaba, and leaving it with a little ting-a-ling like Shabba. Blowing on some homegrown ganja that take me to the metaphysical. Third eye open, yeah, this a ritual. No shaman needed, just a great backwood in the big city life of backwoods in the sticks. It's the same play. Wake up like it's game day, but the night is showtime, and we on go time. Jump around the stage like House of Pain was our cosign.
Unveiled my cool like the other side of the pillow, but still pack all of the heat. Inhale my mood as the rain hits the window, while I maneuver these streets, yeah. Got all of life's desires, family, health, and respect. I'm fresh, much gained as much required. Enough pain fuel my happiness, yes.
In the era of family, let nothing break the bond, unless it goes against the foundation it was built upon. If you seen the world how I seen the world, you wouldn't be alarmed. How I wake up and fall back from the things that break my calm. Gotta stay on my chi, can't disrupt my fleet. You know my cool demeanor's one thing they find sexy about me. Life's lessons stay projecting through the mirror checking. Your eyes the window to your soul, go get some self-reflection. Too many people move through life without accountability, so how could I ever count on them to keep it real with me? You ain't even real with yourself. Hate being alone, you can't even deal with yourself. Pulitzer Prize written, you felt every word of that last verse. That's how you give it up when you take over and don't ask first. What's up, niggas?
You bust your veins trying to try. Meanwhile, I'm the truth and I ain't gotta lie. Me and all of my day ones remain eye to eye. Sometimes after a long day, a plane gotta fly. If that went over your head, that mean a strain gotta fry. I'm so sick of that old song, the same da-da-da. No progression in your speech, or lessons you can teach. You mean to tell me you never try to put message on your beats? You way too old to still be stressing in the streets, so running off on the plug, confessions of a thief. My blessings come from me keeping it all the way G. Yeah, my obsession made me being in tune with my chi. Mind and bloom like begonias, consume what they told us. To send my thoughts to war like a platoon full of soldiers. Them gems in my folder gon' sparkle like the Big Dipper. Attempts to ignore us gon' show us who the real winners.
But you using 20 when I fuck the
All these rappers playing characters, everybody trying to be seen, but that's just being black in America. They done turned our greatest weapon against us. Look how many babies hip-hop killed when it was made to defend us. This culture was dope, they done turned this shit to fentanyl. Griff been told us, but niggas won't listen. But she outside, and we'll slide for this one, cause we still love her, and ain't seen a dime from this girl. Man, I don't know what rapping is if it ain't from an accurate depiction of what's going on or what should be happening. Could've dropped a punchline, but that there'd be average. A quote to change the world, that's what I'm after here. We're leaving it for our kids, so I have to care and show them how to make it better for those after them. They say that boy there is positive. I say that's cause I was too negative. That's math, nigga. We used to be
voiceless. Now they amplify our voices to help us make terrible choices. It's Rapsploitation, poison on the radio station. In fact, it's in heavy rotation. They trying to kill our culture. Look, we surrounded by vultures. That's why we gotta switch our focus to fight Rapsploitation. Fight Rapsploitation. How about we be evolutionary and resolutionary if the thought of revolution is scary? Y'all niggas can't even stop eating dairy long enough to not get cream. Then rap about what you not in the high 16. I got this thing for me being only me, but I still cringe when I hear my songs that glorify the streets. Now I ain't ashamed of anything I had to do to eat. But what that got to do with dope rhymes over beats? They got a show called Love and Hip Hop with some washed up rappers hating on each other. Some C-list vixens and undercover brothers. They tell you they don't do hip hop, you give an award for best hip hop album. They don't freestyle, but you can get a TikTok out 'em. I guess more females couldn't rap till they made it okay to be a stripper doing it. Sorry, I love this thing too much to let y'all ruin it. I stuffed the tops of Memorexes, the dub tapes I ain't have. I grew up on X-Clan, Brand News, and Lakim Shabazz. And they ain't tell us to pump packs and tell the chicks to sell ass. Just how to mix the science with the math. Thinking the words best describe of my life to name my daughter. That's rhymes on the page like my vocals on the recorder. Hip hop, y'all. Hip hop, y'all. We used to be voiceless, now they amplify our voices to help us make terrible choices. It's Rapsploitation, poison on the radio station. In fact, it's in heavy rotation. They trying to kill our culture. Look, we surrounded by vultures. That's why we gotta switch our focus to fight Rapsploitation. Fight Rapsploitation.
Excuse my grammar, I may not speak as eloquently as you, but definitely cut through. This little Virginia Beach public school diploma come through over these beats like I'm on the crew for Artemis 2. They say a castle made of sand is surely soon to slip in the sea. Trying to learn math, is it too late for me? I mean, they say that math is God or at least leads you to him. Science might say that you foolish for believing in them. But they got daddy issues, feelings of abandonment. They wanna know how we got here and who had their hand in it. My life path numbers 4, that's numerology. The staff of law, speaking of that during Ramadan.
Devil in the eye and call him a pussy. Tell him that I know the ledge and damn to push me. Learn how to walk a righteous path, I call it information. I ain't just out here speeding without a destination. Preparation for what's to come requires more than a gun. Can you determine your location by the direction of the sun? Most of y'all ain't built for what the world is demanding of us. It's like doing the right thing ain't romantic enough. But Mookie loved Tina, Radio Raheem loved Sal's Pizza. But cops hated him and killed him in front of the pizzeria. But this ain't no movie at the theater. And unfortunately life ain't a walk in the park either. See, the truth is still the truth in a room full of lies. And we won't come together if we love how they divide us. Like when it's man versus woman and young versus old. While they stashing all the bitcoins and hoarding all the gold. They some Archie bunkers with some chunky bunkers. Cause they know they time's up and they out of lucky numbers. I'm connecting the truth tellers with the funky drummers to change the frequency and break the spell they got us under.
The most sophisticated underground movement in the Western Hemisphere. The work of an expert. And expertise is right there. When I play radars, well, I am an expert.
I need a vacation. It's time for a getaway. Time for a vacation. I wanna wake up in a different place. I need a vacation. I'm not here to stay since we on vacation. Baby girl, let's play.
Come on,
I need a vacation.
Let's map out where we ought to go. Plane, train, or automo. Pick somewhere, if we change our mind, we'll call it audible. Places you never been may as well not exist. If you only heard about them or seen them in some pics, let's scratch them off the list. You probably thinking Bali, I'm thinking more so go see how the Dogons live in Mali. And I ain't mad at Maui, out there we do some grounding. Feet in the sand on the land kinda outings. Or how about Mexico though? We'll learn by Quetzalcoatl. We might end up in Cuba, we looking fresh in some photos. We take some more in Paris, out there they know I MC. My man said in Japan they had my bootleg back in 03. But man, I ain't remotely slow, thought he shot me the okie doke. Then I thought around the time my mama lived in Tokyo. Never got to visit, but I should have. Hate to regret not going where I could have.
I need
Let's take a vacation.
It's time for a getaway. Time for a vacation. I wanna wake up in a different place. I need a vacation. I'm not here to stay since we on vacation. Baby girl, let's play. I need a vacation.
When the burdens of life weigh you down, just know there's a whole world outside of your town. Sometimes you need a reset, fresh air, detox your atmosphere, so you can think clear like the water in a coral reef. The sound of waves crashing is so soothing. Or maybe you need silence. Maybe you prefer the forest. You don't want an all-inclusive, you just want to forage. Maybe you need elephants. You might need a trip to the motherland to be in your element. Have you thought of China? The Great Wall, the ruins of Sampaio? That's where they bury Paul. No wonder that building burned. The point I'm trying to make is take a vacation, you earned it.
I need a vacation. It's time for a getaway. Time for a vacation. wake up in a different place. I need a vacation. I'm not here to stay since we on vacation. Baby girl, let's play. I need a vacation.
This is gonna be my final recording. Because somewhere in my mind I'm thinking, Alicia, you're better than good enough. You're great. Somewhere in my voice is thinking the exact opposite. Listen. Every day is golden, 365 a season. If anything should go left, still everything is alright. Well, if the heavyweights are loading, you can't rhyme with reason. Look deeper into yourself and hit the switch to your light. Yeah.
Life probably would've left tears on your pillow then, but going through tough times develop Brillo skin. I spit my wet on my silhouette to heal open wounds, but they still open. Escapism ain't the remedy for setbacks. Use affirmations as soliloquies to get back up. After falling, you ain't miss your calling. You just wasn't going all in. Stop the procrastinating and the stalling. I'ma keep rising to the top while my mom say, give it all you got. Can't afford to pivot from my spot. I was living under a rock, not getting enough sunlight. Now I bathe and bask in the rays when I'm uptight. Then I unwind, comfortable in my confine. Remembering all of us are just a thought in the one mind. That's an ego shrinker. Thank God, bro, we owe nature. Without trees, there would be no paper.
Every day is golden, 365 a season. If anything should go left, still everything is alright. Well, if the heavyweights are loading, you can't rhyme with reason. Look deeper into yourself and hit the switch to your life.
Why do we choose to make life hard? Choosing a shoe size that isn't yours. That's gonna make whatever path you take uncomfortable. Gotta walk in your truth. Don't let them insecurities of you being you take over life smooth. You ain't got nothing to prove. And who told our youth like want nothing to lose? Before I lay it down at night, I apply a fragrance, and it's usually not the same one that I start the day with. I find that it aligns my chakras. Walked out the store, brother, threw a fist bump. So give me some of that good energy off you. I ain't never chased the light, cause I had it. When I first realized that I did, it was magic. I'm talking Bruce Lee, Roy, Last Dragon, but I ain't had to try to find a master, cause I knew I had that switch inside me, and I could turn it on like Soulja Boy swag song. Just hop up out of bed and do that dare, like I'm from the Calio, but I'm from the 757 by the coast. And I found a silver lining in life when I realized that every day is golden.
Every day is golden, 365 a season. If anything should go left, still everything is alright. Well, if the heavyweights are loading, you can't rhyme with reason. Look deeper into yourself and hit the switch to your light. Yeah.
Everybody praying for the youth, but who's showing them the way? Why the people they supposed to look up to still lost in the maze? Some people 40 plus still running around like teenagers. In the second childhood in front of their kids, they playing. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Underdevelopment can't help our children. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Trauma-filled women can't help our children.
Be the kind of person you want your children to be when nobody's looking. Carry it like everybody can see, cause God can. And AK, wildin', slow-mo, don't get arrested before the development of the photo or the Kodak. These youngins brilliant, but they took it literal when we told them make a killing. It don't take a nation of millions to hold us back no more. Just lack of determination and nowhere to go to hear the unfiltered truth in a safe space from people whose intentions always match the smile on their face. It's a wicked world to me and I'm a grown man. If these babies knew the danger, they probably hold hands. Cause somehow as a child they made us feel powerful. When you don't think like prey, the beast can't devour you. So I tell the babies don't let them devalue you. So way past the levels they allow you to. You doing your thing, star, I'm proud of you. Keep your head up and we'll lay something down for you.
Everybody praying for the youth, but who's showing them the way? Why the people they supposed to look up to still lost in the maze? Some people 40 plus still running around like teenagers. In the second childhood in front of their kids, they playing. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Underdevelopment can't help our children. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Trauma-filled women can't help our children.
Childhood trauma lead to adulthood drama. Even if you got a few commas. He was raised by his mama. Daddy was around, but he treated her like every other chick he laid down with. That made her resentful. So she kept a few men too, but no matter what, couple times a week, daddy slid through. He'd take her to the room first, check on him when he leaving. Only thing he heard from behind the door was how she needed it. She was screaming it, now his view of man is skewed, and she accepted it. Daddy projected it, now he done grown up imitating. He don't think women good for nothing but penetrating. He gon' leave babies everywhere like they been sold into slavery. Kids growing up don't even know they family. I'm going on a tandem, I'm trying to show her even as parents we set the wrong example. I know it don't come with a set of rules, we gotta figure it out. All it takes is dedication and meditation. Love yours more than you love yourself and watch where it takes you.
Everybody praying for the youth, but who's showing them the way? Why the people they supposed to look up to still lost in the maze? Some people 40 plus still running around like teenagers. In the second childhood in front of their kids, they playing. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Underdevelopment can't help our children. Who gon' help our children? Who gon' help our children? Trauma-filled women can't help our children. Oh Lord.
You really got a book with a picture in it that look like me?
I'll bring you the book.
When?
The next time I see you.
Cause she a freak, Quincy. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have babies, high frequency babies. Cause shorty, she a freak, Quincy. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have
have babies, high frequency babies.
She on the wavelength that your babe ain't. She got an attitude, but it ain't stink. I swoop down on her, you like, wait. You $100 short and a day late. Her megahertz left the last fella hurt. But I ain't even gon' laugh, her ass is some work. But if she don't know who she is, then bash tell her earth. So she wanna have my kid and bask in the birth of our child. Damn near perfect, a certain kind of style. Naturally so wavy, I'm surfing in a smile. My masculinity's unapologetic, majestic. Her femininity is on calisthenics, she flexing. And even when she was frontin', I put in extra effort. So out of all of the brothers here, I'm the one that she left with. She blessed with the best that God can give a woman. Low vibrational niggas couldn't steal her from me. She like a light blue, green, or a violet. Cool little freak I can vibe with. Yeah, and it's probably electrifying inside it. I'm saying that like I ain't been inside yet.
Cause she a frequency. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have babies, high frequency babies. Cause shorty, she a frequency. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have babies, high frequency babies.
She don't really do a lot of diamonds. You might catch her with her birthstone. Skin like outer space and she coordinates it with the earth tones. The first 3 digits through her phone, 528. That should tell you that the frequency of love ain't far away. Just her in a sundress, do the same as lingerie. But her freak at night won't give you the time of day. She love to laugh, keep that shea butter baby on blast. Or some old outcast asked about the new blue sun, she said yes. Wanna make babies to it, but all these niggas trash. And the thought of laying with them giving me a rash. I'm thinking shorty a freak, I gotta have her.
Cause she a frequency. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have babies, high frequency babies. Cause shorty, she a frequency. I wanna vibe frequently. And maybe she a freak with me. And we can have babies, high frequency babies.
Procrastination is a dream's castration. Too much deliberating, you must have a fascination with waiting. I make plans and I'm anxious to execute them. They can't say I ain't tell them I lecture to them. A goat got 2 horns, but he don't have to tool them. And since you got all that motion, then you should start a movement. But see, you need some more improvement on your show improving. A lit professor's classroom ain't got no students. Preaching to the choir so long, they started booing. I stopped talking about it so much and started doing. Applied knowledge is how you get wisdom that you can pass down to your kidsdom. Leading by example and being the change. Going against the grain till I'm seeing the change. If we can refrain from all the games and put our brains in alignment, then we can break the chains. Now is a better time than ever. Tomorrow becomes never. Pick up all the pieces, put it back together. Right now, cause tomorrow becomes never. Do it now, cause tomorrow becomes never. Don't hesitate, cause tomorrow becomes never.
Gather my thoughts, trying to ensure my next moves, my best move. Ain't that how the saying goes? Don't wait to be impactful, just do it. Be the change you wanna hear, don't just complain about the music. These raps is my affirmation to myself daily, recited over like a military cadence. I'm trying to improve the design in real time, so I can't wait on tomorrow to do mine. Let me pause and get these burpees in. The next bar's gonna be after release a 30 clip. I just did 10, this beat was talking, my mind was using my strength. Rhymes kept hurdling over the fence, telling me to tell you, keep going, you can win. But I don't even know if you was listening. Too busy trying to hear a metaphor to distract you from the fact that this format is better for you. So get up, do the thing, cause tomorrow becomes never for those who truly wait.
Now is a better time than ever. Tomorrow becomes never. Pick up all the pieces, put it back together. Right now, cause tomorrow becomes never. Do it now, cause tomorrow becomes never. Don't hesitate, cause tomorrow becomes never.
find that kind of love that you're looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for. Some people search their whole life to find that thing that you found at 16. These thoughts be running through my mind. Why was the universe inclined to give a child filled with delusion like truly blind? That gift that's not to be forsaken, yet he forsook it. Many nights overlook it, searching for that ego boost that all sook it. Luckily the power of love gave us power through floods, so we could always look down life's hallway. Couldn't see the future, but knew we was going together. Never got married, 28 years, we just been going together. And I pray you can find the kind of love that'll go on forever. But then you gotta make it go on forever. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you're looking for.
Where your heart at? Is it on your sleeve? Or right under it dangling from your Van Cleef? Was it damaged on the way here? Was a rough ride? A pilgrimage to where your feelings is inside? You in control, that's what you told yourself 1,000 times. But one of the first lessons is love is blind. So on the search for it, you might need 4 eyes. Still end up squinting, it's a sight for sore eyes. More times than not, I found my stomach in a knot. From giving it all I got, then ending up with squat. Don't know what kind of love you seeking or who you seeking it from. But I know your palms sweaty, your chest beating like drum. Now I ain't all knowing, but my normal rule of thumb is go ahead, fall in love with yourself while you're still young. I feel dumb remembering how I used to view life. How I was then and how I am now is like two lives. I thought love was monolithic. Then my experience with it would contradict it. Now I'm kinda conflicted, cause I know love for people is different from places and things. Cause when love fails, people don't like taking the blame. But I found love and we made love and ended up creating love. Now I know love and there's no debating love. So why you out here chasing love? I hope you find that kind of love that you looking for. I hope you find that kind of love that you looking for. I hope you find the kind of love. The spook that sat by the speaker and called all the Jews. My favorite tapes taught me more about the world than the news. The spook that sat by the speaker and learned all the jams. Then I researched all the parts I didn't understand. But I did my research though, taught me a lot. Houdini gave a masterclass on how to choose friends and to appreciate love. So before I turned 10, I had already heard Go See the Doctor by Mo D, which gave me an idea how I was gonna be dealing with fast young ladies as a lad in the 80s. So in the 90s, your dog ain't never catch rabies. Grand Verbalizer said it goes zoom, not boom. When I studied funkin' lessons after school in my room, BDP kept it simple, nigga, you must learn. The God's verse on Pay the Full taught me you must earn. He became righteous after being a stick-up kid, cause he analyzed all the devious things he did. Previous to me hearing the vapors by Biz, I couldn't identify who the haters is. I played the crib to catch Epps or Yo in Rap City. The sentiments of Bun Rush the show sat with me. Enemy of the public, my attitude was fuck it. Cause my heart made a goal, my gear was just rugged. I was being profiled like Run and Daryl Mack, and Jam Master J just for wearing all black. No rope chains though, just motherland medallions. I'm passing knowledge off to my brother man like Malcolm. And Spike Lee X hats and Fresh Morris blackness. If you wasn't really saying nothing, you couldn't rap. The spook that sat by the speaker and called all the Jews. My favorite tapes taught me more about the world than the news. The spook that sat by the speaker and learned all the jams. Then I researched all the parts I didn't understand.
Hip-hop told me express myself, learn when my mind playing tricks. Watch my teenage love age and grow into a woman. I remember I was a youngin', verses want a mountain or much or nothing. I was just sitting by the speaker, they was connected to the TV. I heard a Yall boy and Chuck D started speaking. Before him, I thought Elvis was the king of rock. He told me he won't shit. Trex told me OPP and get you killed. It took me years to listen. When EST lost all his funky dividends, I started practicing stinginess. After Luke came, face down, ass up was the program. The J, the I, the M, the M, the Y, y'all. That's Jimmy. KRS taught to keep it with me. I learned all the storytelling from Slick Rick. That's why your favorite verse of me like pictures, nigga. I was the spook by the speaker that learned from all of the teachers and came back to reach it.